Hello everyone, this is Sampa Brand from Sports TV Media. Welcome to player rating. We are looking at the game that Manchester had played against Crystal Palace, a spirited Crystal Palace, and we slugged off indeed the attack from Zaha and his friends, his colleagues. Yeah, it was a good performance, I would call it a professional performance for Manchester United. Solskjaer made some changes. He brought in Mesa for indeed Luke Shaw, and he had brought in McTominay for Matic. Let us look at how this team performed last night. I'll begin with Solskjaer for a change. Solskjaer, for the changes he made, the changes that he made were average. They didn't perform better than those who were supposed to be there, with Matic and indeed Luke Shaw. The performance of these people was average, McTominay and Mesa, and therefore for me, Solskjaer gets an average 7. Not really average, slightly average, above average. He gets a 7 for the tactical changes he made to refresh the team. Indeed, we give him a 7 for that. We go to De Gea. One of these brilliant games, the saves that he had made, he at least kept us in the game, especially from the spirited attack of Crystal Palace. So for me, De Gea gets a 9 out of 10. He's a contender of the man of the match. We go to the defense. We look at Maguire. Maguire, for me, his performance was just slightly above average, which is a 7 out of 10. I go to Lindelof. Lindelof played well, but I wouldn't give him more than a 7 out of 10. He gets a 7 out of 10. I go to Wan-Bissaka. It is an improvement from his previous performances, and also he gets a 7 out of 10. We go to Mesa. Mesa, for me, it was an average performance, and he gets a 6. We know that Luke Shaw could have performed better than what Mesa did, but looking at the fact that he hasn't played football for a long time, it was a decent performance, and he gets a 6 out of 10. We go to the midfield. McTominay again was average. Matic would have performed better, and I give McTominay performance 6, especially for the silly passes that he was, backward passes that he too much dwelled on. He's not a forward-thinking player, and most of the passes he was taking backwards or sideways, which is a bit silly. For me, he gets a 6 out of 10. I go to Pogba. Pogba played well in the first half. It was a bit lackluster, but in the second half, he came into the game, and for me, he gets an 8 out of 10. We know that even when the performance of Pogba is not very good, we know that he's a game changer. He can do something really good from nowhere, and he can still make us win the game. So we want to encourage him to go on, and he has to stay on in the team. We don't want him to be substituted. We know that he's a game changer. For me, he gets an 8 out of 10. We go to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is a contender of man of the match, and for me, again, Bruno Fernandes, I would give him 8.5, slightly higher than Pogba. He tried everything, but he lost most of the balls in the midfield, and sometimes the passing wasn't really up to standard. He gets 8.5. I go to the front three. The front three of Manchester United is scary. I'm loving this. We look at the performances of Marshall. We look at the performances of Dr. Rushford. Yes, I'll call him a doctor because he's going to be given an honorary degree by the Manchester University. He is going to be awarded for his good work in terms of helping the poor in the society. We want to encourage him because he's not performing only on the pitch, but he's also performing outside the pitch. This is the kind of people we want to be associated with as Manchester United, and we are very happy to have this ride in our group. Rushford, for me, is having some of the best matches that he has played for Manchester United in his Manchester United jersey. I would say is closer to his form getting back his form just before he was injured. The way he was brilliant, he was fantastic, he was unstoppable. We can see that in the last game we played against Crystal Palace last night, he was getting to his very best, and we saw that goal which he scored, which was brilliant. He made everyone fall over like it was like a training ground or maybe fiction. It was excellent. Brilliant performance for him. So for me, Rushford gets a 9 or a 9.5. I go to Martial. I'm loving the way Martial is playing the game. No longer as selfish as he has been. No longer the lazy Martial that we have known. I don't know what Solskjaer has done to this boy, or I don't know if it's Bruno Fernandes' effect that has changed Martial completely. And this is a kind of player that we want to see for Manchester United. I hated his presence in the team. Now is a marvel to watch. He's doing everything that I would want a player to do for Manchester United. He's fighting for every ball. He's going to the defense, is going to the midfield, is almost playing like the way Rooney was playing. Of course, not really at that level of Rooney, but he's trying everything that we want him to try. He's everywhere. He's getting the passes, giving to Rushford, giving to Fernandes, and he's playing the way we want him to play. So for me, Martial has impressed me a lot. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Just a slight lower than Rushford. So Rushford for me and Martial are a lethal weapon that Manchester United have, and they are unstoppable. They are going to devastate teams. They are going to destroy defenses of the opposition. They are unstoppable. There's no one who can stop them, because even when the team is not playing well, we know that they are going to get they are going to get a goal or two, because they are brilliant. They are fantastic. They are magical. The pairing of Martial and Rushford is almost like the pairing of Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. It's a perfect team, a perfect match. And we see that we are going to be a force to reckon with as we go forward. Greenwood, I think maybe he has been tired with the amount of games that he has played. Not really at his best. And I give him an average 6. So this is how the Manchester team performed. We got a 2. We scored 2 goals, Crystal Palace 0, and overall the team performance, I'll give them an 8 out of 10. This has been Sampa Brand. Let's hear your comments. If you agree with our assessment, our analysis, our player rating, let us hear from you. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button so that you are able to be notified when we have a new video. Also share this video with the others. Follow us on YouTube, which is Sports TV Media. Subscribe, share the video, be part of this channel. Help us build a perfect channel for Manchester United. Though we shall also include other teams, we shall cover other teams as we go forward. This has been Brand Sampa from Sports TV Media. Bye bye and have a beautiful morning.